He's Nick, I'm Matt, and we're Insufficient. I wish that showed up on the thing, but it doesn't.
What doesn't show up?
That sound.
Nobody can hear it?
Last time you did it didn't show up.
God damn it. Nothing like fake bong hits on a
love
Wednesday morning.
Worldwide Wednesday morning.
This is probably all of our listeners' favorite day of the week, with the exception of maybe Big Money Friday.
I'd agree with that.
A lot of pressure.
I think set lists or what's it called? Sound check is probably their least favorite.
Oh no,
But-
that's
Does that one slap?
Yeah, dude. Monday sound check gets an unbelievable amount of listens.
Does
and
it?
then everybody's like, I'm skipping the rest of the week.
You can't do that though. You got to listen
They're
to
like,
every
this
show.
is bullshit. These guys,
The whole
they're so
point
cool.
is that they're so cool. They give me the whole fucking week up front.
but don't they want to know how I feel about, I don't know, tomorrow's April 10th show from 1994?
I fucking hope so because it's a burner.
Dude, it's a good show. I was listening to it today. I like to listen to one set one day and then the next set the next day.
Yeah.
For me, set one and set two are so different. I don't always enjoy them in a row. Does that make sense?
You don't want it back to back. How would you feel if you were at the show? You're like, dude, I didn't want set two.
When you're at the show, it's different because you're at the show. And like, as a matter of fact, are you waiting for set two during set one?
No, not if I'm really enjoying set one.
I'm always waiting for set two because I have to know. I'm like, what are they going to do? And they don't disappoint. My face will be rocked before the end of set two. Yeah. The vinegar strokes. Get
Like
out
that?
of here.
Ew.
Oh my God.
What's the vinegar strokes?
Dude, you never watched The League? Great TV show. I guarantee you that everybody listening to the podcast, except for you, has watched The League, and Rafi is clearly their favorite character.
Okay. Well, listen, on Worldwide Wednesday is when we recap some of our posts from the week. And
the ones that you guys liked to comment on the most.
That's what I try to do. So this one we're going to do is what Phish album is perfect from front to back, no skips.
Back to front, front to back.
Well, it depends. Like if you're a girl and you wipe that way, it's very specific.
You know,
so you got to be careful. You can't just.
How do I swipe no on the conversational topic? Which way do I go to just move this along?
Front to back.
Give me the first answer. Somebody said Rift.
Yes. So Rift, far and away the most mentioned. It's the only answer. Rift is the GOAT. It will always be Rift. That's what people are saying. Most people are saying that.
You know, everybody likes Rift so much, it almost makes it my least favorite album. Doesn't mean I don't love every song on there, and I can't wait to see them play every song on Rift. But everybody loves it so much. I'm like, there must be something more than this.
It's nice. I love it.
Thank you.
That's great.
Whenever I can work in a Phish line, I'll do it. And by the way, 2 weeks ago when I worked in like 15 Grateful Dead lines, nobody noticed one of them.
So
it's fine.
It's fine. All right. It's all right, bro.
The stuff I do.
So Rift 30%.
Okay.
30% says Rift.
Okay. Wow, you put this on a chart somewhere.
Yeah, 30% says Rift.
Let me guess number 2.
Okay, go guess
Junta.
number 2. No.
Really?
Billy Breathes comes in second. Some called it perfect. Some called it overrated. Controversial queen, we will call her. The Billy Breathes album.
What was Fish's dog's name from? Was it Miley?
Puppy Marmar.
Marley.
17% said Billy Breathes.
I always thought that Billy Breathes, for some reason, I knew the dog's name started with M, but I always thought that song was about that dog because it passed away like right before that album came out.
I know.
In my head, maybe it was a different timeline in reality.
He's got Puppy Marmar on the head of his guitar.
I like that. Also, couple of episodes ago, we talked about their video for Down with Disease, which your boy, Nick, had never seen.
I just sent that to you today.
You sent that over to me. Cringe. Oh my God. Do you want to know why Phish is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Because that's their only fucking video?
They're just about to.
Okay, but up until now, they will make it. They will be in it. But it took them so long because they never did a rock and roll video. They have so many songs. They could have done so many videos. That one,
they could have done Rift.
Horrible.
They could have done Rift.
So bad.
So think of the time.
Yeah.
94.
I know.
Videos weren't like great in 94.
That's not true.
Yeah,
that's a great song.
Yeah, but the video was so
boom boom down.
Yeah, but he was like doing this the whole time.
But like so many great rock and roll videos had already been out. They didn't have to do anything. They like barely played their instruments. The cuts that they did of the audience were like staged. Trey looked like a goddamn psychopath, red-haired Wolfman's brother.
He looked sketch.
And Mike looked like Page was the winner. And no offense, most people in 94 didn't know who Page was if they didn't listen to the band.
Had
Sadly,
no idea.
In 2025, most people still don't know who Page is, and that's a fucking shame.
Maybe that's the next question. Does anybody know who Page is?
No, the next question is, I'm going to give you 5. I'm not going to do it.
Not till 20 fucking minutes
okay,
in, bro.
Jesus.
It's very specific. All right, next comes up Hunter.
Okay.
What the big overall energy, big nostalgia energy. A lot of folks shouted it as their first, which seems to lock in as their favorite. And Hunter got, let's see here, what is the percentage? Hunter got 9%.
9%. Okay, well, what about Hoist?
Hoist is next, bro.
That's what I would have thought.
Excuse me. Lawn Boy was next.
Thank God. I was gonna say if Lawn Boy comes in last, I'm gonna be pissed.
Vintage Heads came out strong on this one. Lawn Boy,
dude. Lawn Boy really, for me, is number 1 or 2. Maybe number 1 and then number 2 would be Joy. And I saw a lot of people shitting on Joy.
My bad. Hoist comes first at 9%. Then comes Lawn Boy at 7%.
7%. I'll take it.
But Rift and Billy Breeze far and away.
That watch and listen to our show, that's still thousands of votes.
Thousands of votes.
Number 1 Phish podcast in the world.
Yep. Story of the Ghost got solid mentions. Ghost is the GOAT came through. I would have thought Ghost would have been higher. Ghost is a really, really stellar album.
I gotta re-listen to Ghost. I can't tell you the last time I did.
Do you even know the story? Do you even know the CD? You even know the song list?
Yeah, for the songs, sure. Yeah. Ghost, Birds of a Feather. Gaiuti. Ficus? Oh,
Limb by Limb.
Brian and Robert. Dude, if you want 2 dudes to talk about Phish for 45 minutes, this podcast is for you. That's forever Brian and Robert.
It is.
MoMA Dance.
Farmhouse is next. Another one got Steady Love. Studio vibes appreciated on this one.
I think Farmhouse should be higher up.
Yeah, it's a solid album. There's a lot of skips in there, though, now.
Just Gotta Jaboo.
Dirt
Twist is great. Sleep. I like Twist. I don't like the woos, but I like Twist. Bug, that's a classic. Back on the Train, Played Too Much, still a classic. Heavy Things. Scott Herman, buddy.
Scott Herman's on there. The last 3 picks. This actually got a tie. Let's just say that.
This is a 3-way.
It is a 4-way tie.
What do we have? Sigma O, Oblivion, and what's the last one?
No.
Picture and Nectar.
Sigma O, Undermined, Round Room, and Nectar. All picked mention shout-outs. On those 4.
Let me tell you something. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How is Picture of Nectar that deep in the cut?
I don't know. Round Room is always overlooked. That fucking album is so good.
Dude, track 4 might be the best song Phish has ever recorded.
What's track 4?
Wanna kiss your Mexican cousin again.
That's on Round Room.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought you said Undermined.
Round Room, track 4.
Trending takes from this. Studio Phish is better than live Phish. Somebody said, I said what I said.
I'm not going to say no. I don't believe it, but I'm okay with people that have that opinion.
The best album is the first one you got into.
Okay,
so,
that's like when I said my favorite show is the next one.
I hate that. It is such a fucking dick slap answer.
Okay, well, somebody has to be the first person to comment sometimes, and sometimes it's me. And there's a lot of pressure.
You can't cheat with a live one. We see you. Somebody
I was going to say a live one, actually. And it goes with my theory that there is some studio tracks on that album.
So, yeah, that was... Let's see if I've got any more. Trying to think if I got any more here. Tone and community insights. A highly controversial thread, apparently.
Ooh.
Oh, this was major controversial.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, so it was good. It was I didn't expect some of it. Obviously, I knew Rift would be the top.
Yeah, Rift is the top. And that probably is our female fan base coming through. And I'm okay with that.
What, with Rift being the top?
Yeah. So, we don't have time to go into it today, and I bet we have another question to do. But Trey wrapped up his tour of acoustic shows with him and his buddy Scott on piano, which, by the way, really cool. If you didn't see it, you can listen to them all on livephish.com.
You can.
What I really liked about it was the number of different songs that were played was much wider than the number of songs you would normally hear Trey get to play either with Tab or with Phish. And I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but we had a special guest on say that her favorite song was More. And at his last show, the first song he plays was More. And I just found that to be a little interesting because the podcast had just come out. So I see you. I see
you with the ticket stub in your hand.
Oh my God. That's the best fucking line. Best fucking line.
Best fucking line of all time.
I saw you. Dude, I will lose it. Now, it's the equivalent of when you look at somebody else during Gotta Jaboo and they're like this. If somebody looks at me during that line, I'm just like, I fucking saw you.
That's what you... I see you.
Dude, I get so into it. It's ridiculous. That's my happy place there.
That's your happy place?
I saw you.
I'm
because everybody in there had a ticket stub in their hand.
I'm looking for a Down with Disease at my show. I'd like one for my kid.
You're going to get one. It's like the number 2 most played Phish song of all time.
Listen, I'm going to do one more because we got a little bit of time.
Well, that's what we do. We do 2.
What's the one Phish song you always skip?
Live album or on like a
It's just in
studio?
General. So the top community skips on this one.
Okay, so you actually have compiled the data.
I have.
Okay, let me hear what if this is part of your fucking tweezer agenda.
Is this going to blow your fucking mind?
Okay, I'm ready.
Mind.
That better not be their most skipped song.
Harpua.
Fuck everybody. Dude, that song is on my list of songs I would hear every fucking show. As a matter of fact, this weekend while I was taking a shower, I was thinking, why has Phish never released a studio version of Harpua? Oh my God, I'm fucking pissed.
Number 1. David Bowie.
Okay, this is personal. Wait.
Somebody somebody even mentioned 90s burnout is real.
So the first song that people skip is Harpua, which is a fucking masterpiece where you get a little tasty treat of a cover that you would never hear in a Phish show.
I know.
And then their next song they skip is David Bowie.
So, get ready to fucking have a heart attack. I'm happy you're sitting down. You want to hear the next one? Give me a guess. Yeah.
That's good. Oh, I can't. Mike's song?
Foam.
I at least understand Foam. It's a good song. I like it. It's if you're not like a super heady head, then yeah, it's not cool. But it's cool.
This one I completely agree with. Prince Caspian.
No, I disagree again.
PP break.
Afloat upon the waves.
I float upon the piss in the bathroom.
I'm pretty sure Paige sings that song, and it's a fucking beautiful ballad.
This is not really fair.
Meat steak?
Lengthwise.
Okay, that's a skip. That was me. I'm the one who wrote that.
Yeah, but how do you can't skip lengthwise? Apparently, you're not the only person.
It's only 30 seconds long. You just hit next.
It just flows so nicely into fucking Maze.
No, you love it because you love Fishman.
This I completely agree with as well. This in Prince Caspian, Waiting in the Velvet Seam.
Oh my God. I would love a show where they just played Prince Caspian into Velvet Sea, into Prince Caspian into Velvet Sea. Into Billy Breeze.
Okay, well. The next one, I would have thought this was higher up the list. The Line.
Ooh, I forgot about The Line.
Many people skip this one.
I like The Line. I don't hate The Line. I get it, though. I get it. Not for everybody. It's a sellout song.
Yeah, it is. Contact.
It's a little cringe in 2025.
This
of all the songs that could be canceled, talking about somebody's butthole isn't like the greatest thing in the world.
Whoa. What?
Your headlights in front, your tailpipe in the back. Dude, it's reference
it
to
is
a
little
butthole.
bit of butthole. Yeah, that's true. It's probably Trey's.
And it's Mike, so you know it's a butthole.
So Mike's looking at Trey's butthole? This is getting
he's
weird.
Just looking at buttholes in general.
Well,
back then, 1986, he was the butthole champion of Vermont.
He's got a great nose for it. We got a three-way tie here. Got a great three-way tie. More Bug, Sample in a Jar.
Oh my God. I like all three of those.
Somebody wrote Encore Escape Fuel.
Like when the encore comes, they just bounce?
If that's what comes on as the encore, it's Escape Fuel.
Oh my God.
Dude, that's fucking harsh.
Dude, that's just mean. First of all, I don't know More has ever been an encore song.
This will bother Lisa, so.
Okay. It bothers me.
She loves More. Farmhouse. Classic bathroom break tune, someone said.
Yeah. People are coming into my house.
Oh, okay.
We record live.
Live, baby.
You know the deal. Live and direct.
Live at Nick's forehead. Hey. This one bothers me. Divided Sky.
I mean, I get it. I don't agree with it.
And the last one is Time Turns Elastic. Time Turns Elastic.
No, that should have been the first one. They stopped playing that song. Fuego needs to join the list of Time Turns Elastic of songs that they just don't play anymore.
Some honorable mentions here. Yeah. Esther, Soul Planet.
Waiting. Esther? No.
Yeah. People want to skip it. Esther, Soul Planet, Waiting All Night, Ruby Waves, Blaze On, Wingsuit, Sparkle.
Everything's Right.
Petrichor.
The Smell of Earth.
Meat Stick.
Yeah. Meat Stick.
Wombat. Bouncing Around the Room.
That was you.
And guess what? The last one.
Tweezer. Yeah. Okay.
I think the takeaways.
Yeah.
There are no takeaways. It's I didn't expect this. I expected some of them. I didn't expect all of this.
We have a daily Phish Talk show, so I let you have your little tweezer beef because I feel like it's good for the ratings, okay? In general, though, I don't really think you want them to not play tweezer for a year. And
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
The fact that somebody wants them to skip tweezer indefinitely for their entire rest of their Phish career, stupid.
Well, that's stupid. I didn't say that.
No,
I
you didn't say
skip it for the rest of their career. I'm saying shelve it for a year. Then when it comes back, people will fucking shit their pants, and
agreed.
They kind of
did that with Mike's song. There was a period of time where you didn't get a Mike's. Yeah. And then when Mike's came back, you were like, fuck yeah.
Fuck. It's, it's just it's better to burn out than to fade away, motherfuckers. And that's what you need to do with Tweezer. What is the question of the day, Nick?
Is it the one that I sent you the other day?
You can do it again.
Okay. Question of the day. I'm going to give you $5 million, okay? There's a catch. You have to pick a Phish song that Phish has already played once, and if they ever play that song again, you explode. Are you taking the money? What song are you picking?
I'm so interested to see what people say about that. So, what song am I playing?
Yeah, I mean,
to see if
you've had 24 hours with the question.
So if they play it, I get $5 million.
No, you get $5 million right now.
Okay, and then if they play it, I explode.
You explode.
Hang on a second. Give me a second on this.
Okay, so one song that is in my head that I would consider a relatively safe bet would be Fluff's Travels, right? It's like only been played once or twice. It actually seems to have nothing to do with Fluffhead, and Phish hasn't played it since 1989. So you could pick Fluff's Travels and get your $5 million and probably walk away and be fine.
I got one for you.
Okay.
Acoustic Army.
Dude, you would be dead within 2 years.
They're never playing it again. They're never playing it again.
You know what?
It's over.
That is not a horrible... I like that.
Okay. How about Albert?
I don't know Albert.
How about Punch Me in the Eye?
I think that's a song you and I wrote.
No, it isn't.
Wait, really?
That they played it one time. One time.
Okay, well, don't blow your wad here and give everybody some easy songs. So tell us what your song is, and maybe next Worldwide Wednesday, we'll let you know. He's Matt. I'm Nick.
Punch.
In the what?
In the dick. Punch me in the dick.
Dude. That Phish dance party with the kid
punches that guy in the dick.
That is good. Hysterical.
Punch Me in the Eye was played 4/24/1987. I think you're pretty safe. He's Nick.
Matt. I'm Nick.
Matt.
We're insufficient. I got to tell you, we've been going long. I looked at our playlist for the last week. Like, we're above 25 minutes almost every day.
We're trying.
No, we got to shave that down, man.
You gotta shave your balls. Pull it taut and shave it, Nick.
I feel like that would be a good sponsor for the show, Manscaped.
How about like Blue Chew? Whatever that is. The blue pill.
Why is it blue? And why do you have to chew it?
I don't know.
What's the deal with airplane food?
What's the deal with airplane food? Why does it smell like airplane? That's not a great Jerry Seinfeld, but...
I liked it. Who else can you do? Can you do Frank Costanza?
No.
Can you do Kramer?
Giddy up.